Welcome back to Car Future Wheels. You catch it in the first frame, parked under a soft morning light, its paint reflecting the sky like a perfectly polished gemstone. The 2026 Lexus LC 500 doesn't shout for your attention, it captures it, holds it, and dares you to look away. The spindle grille dominates the front, not just as a design element but as a declaration of identity. Lexus has refined its proportions so the mesh pattern seems to ripple toward the center, drawing your gaze like a visual vortex. Each diamond-shaped cell catches the light differently, giving the impression of movement even when the car is still. The triple-beam LED headlights are razor-thin, with daytime running lights forming a sharp arrowhead that points straight toward the horizon. Below them, air intakes channel air with precision, cooling brakes and improving aerodynamics, their shapes echoing the lines you'll see further down the body. A slow pan along the side reveals just how carefully the silhouette was sculpted. The roofline is impossibly low without feeling cramped inside. The side mirrors are small, aerodynamically tuned to flow delicately on slim stalks, their design reducing wind noise while maintaining elegance. The doors are long and frameless, opening wide to invite you into a cabin that feels like an exclusive lounge. On the coupe, the carbon fiber roof option adds a subtle performance edge, while the convertible's fabric top folds away in 15 seconds, disappearing neatly beneath a perfectly fitted tuck cover without disturbing the LC's flowing profile. The 21-inch forged alloy wheels, whether finished in bright chrome or matte black on the Inspiration series, fill the arches with purpose, and the tires look like they could grip wet glass. As the camera sweeps to the rear, you see Lexus' mastery of detail. The taillights appear to have endless depth thanks to a clever use of mirrors and layered LED elements, creating that jet afterburner glow that's become the LC's signature. They don't just illuminate how they perform. The quad exhaust finishers are real, chrome-tipped, and tuned to emit one of the most intoxicating V8 notes you'll ever hear. The rear bumper integrates a diffuser-style lower section, hinting at the aerodynamics beneath the beauty. If you've chosen the coupe's carbon fiber spoiler, it's not oversized or gaudy, just enough to create a shadow line over the trunk that you notice in the right light. Step inside, and the door closes with a satisfying, engineered thud that seals you into an environment of tailored luxury. The seats hug you firmly yet gently, with bolstering that holds you steady through corners but never feels confining. Every stitch is perfectly aligned, every panel gap in the leather hand-checked by master craftspeople. The seating colors black, toasted caramel, Raya Rada are not just pigments, they're moods. Toasted caramel radiates warmth on a winter drive. Raya Red feels like a celebration every time you open the door. The Alcantara headliner, soft to the touch, absorbs sound, creating an acoustic stillness that makes every note from the Mark Levinson sound system feel richer. The 12.3-inch touchscreen is angled slightly toward the driver, giving you a subtle sense of command. Lexus has refined the interface to respond instantly, but they've kept physical knobs for climate and volume, a nod to those who appreciate the tactile certainty of real controls. The Mark Levinson audio is tuned specifically to the LC's cabin shape, with 13 speakers placed not just for volume but for the way sound waves wrap around each occupant. The convertible adds the climate concierge, automatically adjusting heated and ventilated seats, steering wheel temperature, and even neck-level vents when the top is down. It's the kind of thoughtful engineering that makes top-down driving not just a summer event, but a year-round pleasure. Turn the key or press the button and the 5.0-liter naturally aspirated V8 comes alive with a burbling growl that quickly settles into a smooth, deep hum. It's an engine that doesn't need artificial enhancement. Every note you hear is real, mechanical music. The 471 horsepower is sent to the rear wheels through a 10-speed automatic that's both intelligent and responsive. In comfort mode, shifts are seamless, almost invisible. Switch to Sport S Plus and the gearbox holds gears longer, downshifts with the rev-matched blip, and seems to anticipate your next move. 0 to 60 happens in about 4.4 seconds, but numbers don't tell the full story of the LC is about how it makes you feel getting there. Under the hood, performance is where the 2026 LC 500 earns its heartbeat. Lexus has gone against the grain here. In an era of turbocharging and hybrid assistance, The LC retains its naturally aspirated 5.0-liter V8, delivering 471 horsepower and 398 pounds-feet of torque. The sound is mechanical symphonia. There's a bass-heavy growl at idle, a mid-range snarl as revs climb, and a spine-tingling wail at the 7,300 RPM redline. This engine is mated to a 10-speed automatic that isn't just about efficiency, it's tuned for feel, with rapid downshifts that crackle through the exhaust and smooth upshifts that keep you pinned to the seat. Rear-wheel drive ensures the purity of power delivery, with chassis balance that inspires confidence even when you're pushing past what you thought was your limit. On the road, the LC is less about brutal acceleration and more about the complete driving experience. It's fast to 0-60 in about 4.4 seconds, but what stays with you is the way it carries speed, the way the suspension filters imperfections without dulling your connection to the tarmac. In the convertible, Lexus Climate Concierge automatically adjusts seat heating, ventilation, and even the neck-level air vents depending on outside temperature, so you can keep the top down in more conditions than you'd think possible. Then there's the Inspiration Series, a rare trim that blends aesthetic theater with functional upgrades. On the coupe, smoke matte gray paint meets gloss black trim, carbon fiber roof, active rear steering, and serialized interior badging. The convertible offers an equally striking formula: exclusive wind exterior paint, saddle tan and white leather interior, blacked out trim, and its own serialized plaque. Each car in this series feels like it's already a collectible the moment it leaves the dealership. Pricing reflects the exclusivity and craftsmanship. The standard LC 500 coupe starts just above $101,700, while the convertible begins around $109,200, both including destination charges. Given the hand-assembled engine, Takumi level interior finishing, and limited global production, these figures almost feel like restrained indulgence compared to European GT rivals. As you sit back after a day with the LC 500, you realize this car isn't chasing trends, it's defying them. It's the last of a breed, a naturally aspirated V8 GT built not to chase lap times but to elevate the journey. Lexus has already hinted that the LC in this form may not survive beyond 2026, with whispers of a final pinnacle edition for Japan signaling the end. That means every drive-in one is not just a pleasure, it's a privilege, a farewell performance to an era where the connection between driver, machine, and road was mechanical, emotional, and unfiltered. For the audience of Car Future Wheels, here's the truth: this is more than a car review. It's a love letter to the idea that a machine can stir your senses, and the 2026 Lexus LC 500 is proof that when you blend design, engineering, and soul, you don't just get a car, you get a memory on four wheels. And if you've ever dreamed of owning something that's equal parts sculpture, symphony, and speed, your future driveway might just need to make room before it's too late.